Welcome. Let's see a practical work example for our Python class, for our Python condition. Alright, so let's say we are getting user data for vote. So we say title equals to vote for president. So that's our title. So we want to use an if condition. So what we want to do is allow user input. So we'll ask for name. We want to get the username, so we use a input function. These input functions allow us to get a statement that I've explained before. So we ask for user input function. So the practical way of getting the condition of this user input will be done, and we also get the age of this user input. Now we've got the age. We understand that our input is always saved in string, so it's a good time for us to convert it. So we can do this and say convert to an integer. Alright, so if we run this and print both the name using our f function, we can write a string with character with ease. So we have the name, we say name, alright, and age. So make it simple. So this is what we have. Then we can print out this. So we have, you can see put in my main.py, sorry, I'm not in exercise or example. So see, it's telling me to enter my name. So alright, Joseph comes, and age 12. Now you see it's giving me the right value, but if I didn't add this, I will have an error because of the age declaration. So see that, I'll say so. That's alright. I will not save that. So let's clear that. So it's not giving me an error because it's inside a string and okay. I think I did it the way it can give us an error. So let me just show you how we can get an error from it. Reason why we need it to be a string. Okay, I think I will just show you the if condition. It's good to when you are concatenating a string and you are using the short method. Let's say we are using this and say name plus something like this. So it will work for this because we are using a string. So let's just leave the code like this. It will work. Say Adams, a 12, it gives me the red thing, but immediately I put this integer now and run it. I get an error from the first line. This first line is giving me an error. The reason is that I'm concatenating a string with an integer. It will work. So the best thing to do right here is to give it a string here too. After converting it here, we can then convert back to a string. Then we will run. It will work for us. In case you face this problem, this is what you should do. Alright. But with the f function, it ignores this concatenation method. So it allows us to print both our variables and numbers all together without concatenating it with any. So that helps us a lot. Alright, I'll clear that. So we have that here. So what we want to do is use our if condition to verify our input. So the first thing we are going to do is if number name is equals to empty. Alright, if it's empty, we want to print you did not enter a name. Please enter a name. Alright, so that will help us out. Then we use an if condition. Then if user enter a name, we want to check that name if it's alphanumeric. If it's an alphabet, we want to check. So if it's not an alphabet, we'll tell him please enter a valid name next time. Or else we'll print name is correct. So we'll validate that name. So that thing for enter your name. Alright. So we've done that first one. So this is the first if that works with our name. So let's do the next if that works with our age. So we say if age is the next LF. Alright. If else LF if use it for the age if it's equals to empty. We want to say please enter your name. Then we want to check if it's not empty, we want to check if it's numeric, if it's a digit. So we say is digits. I think that's what I should have done there, not alpha alone. Is alright, thank you. Got that there. So if age is alpha, is numeric, digit, Alright, so we want to run our code. Empty age is a digit. So we want to run this code. Then x and if a is age is greater than 18, we want to print that you can vote. Alright. Or else, let's put a column here. Or else you are not eligible to vote. Then we have this to check this, and there we have this. So this we see we have nested if with an if statement all tied along. So let's run our code. Let's say I'm 19, and you're showing me your age. You are rather you are 19 years old. Sorry, I'm running. Okay, work examples. So let's see. It runs my age for me. So it printed that age was not empty, so it was not able to run that condition for me. So I thought I put LF. Sorry, if age is empty down, then if if age is LF, if age is not this, yes, that's what would have happened. Then the same thing here, LF again, if age is not empty. So it will run this if age is empty, and if age is not empty, it will run this. That's what I've done. So let's try that again. Clear this and go. Joseph Adams, age 19. So you see, it's giving me my answer. So it said, you are Joseph Adams. Thank you for entering your name, Joseph Adams. So we see it at as there. Then it altered and then continue with the LF. So it went from year to year and then continue with this. So we'll break that here and we'll give this to be just a normal if. That after this is done, it can work on the next one and give us the reading of that one and there. So good a practical example. So let's go again and run our code. So we see we have Joseph Adams and age 19. Now you see it gives us this, tell us our name, and it stops at here. We are not able to run our code continue from here and it ends. So the reason why it's not running this code because we are equating our input as an integer, so it's not seeing it as an integer here. So it's not seeing it as an string, it's seeing it as an integer, so it's not able to run this second condition. So what we'll do, we'll specify this to be age integer, so it can run the code for us. So we'll just make an adjustment. One of the adjustment here will be if this empty is go well. If not empty, share this not we put here before cannot be okay. We'll just use a short one here. So here, if not empty, make that correction. Then you see it has given us a blue because it's not an integer anymore. Then here it will give us an error, so we have to convert here to an integer part of what we have. So with this, I think our code is set to run. So we have formed a voting system that allows us to see if user can vote for a president. So we should check his name or her name using these conditions and also do that for this code. So let's also run now. Now you see, so it's telling us here that this cannot be negative. So because it's true, this condition is true, there is a digit. So what if it's not true? So put not there. All right. So let's run again. If it's not an integer, so we want to run that. So that's that. So the 19, yeah. So we have this. Thank you for entering your name, Adams. Then you can now vote. So we have a verification stage for voting that we have created, which is from 1 to 3 lines of code that we have done using the if and the nested if statement. So your work is to do more of this now by giving them to choose who to vote and who not to vote. I will specify that you will just indicate maybe um um select, you just say vote A and put the name. All right, vote B. This Pascal variable, yeah, Pascal, vote B, which is can be Alex. So you can do that and allow user to select who they vote using only the if condition statement. So you try that also on your own.